when the pilot saw this strange object, which was flying very fast at its low altitude and was disappearing again and again. It was spotted during a routine air patrolling mission in Puerto Rico near the Aguadilla coast. The pilot was seeing such an object for the first time, so he decided to track it down. For this task, the thermal camera installed on the aircraft was turned on. As you guys can see clearly, this is a metallic object shaped like a rugby ball, which is flying over the airport. The pilot had just tracked it when suddenly something strange happened. It went towards the sea and went under for a few seconds. The thermal camera tracked it for 4 minutes after he got out. But what happened next shocked the pilot and the entire petroleum crew. It splits into 2 parts and then disappeared from view. What was this thing? Where did it come from? The US government decided to conduct a forensic examination of this video. First of all, they clarified whether this video is real or not. A thermal camera that differentiates the object in black and white depending on its temperature makes it easy to see the object even at night. When the object's temperature was checked by using camera features, it was 104 degrees Fahrenheit or 14 degrees Celsius. So the doubt was also cleared that no kind of jet engine was installed in it, because the heat of a jet engine is many times more than that. How large the object is estimated from this frame of video, in which the object passes behind the light pole, that is typically only 8 or 10 inches thick. If you look at it in comparison, it doesn't seem to be more than 3 or 4 feet high. It was such a small object, or is it a balloon? Experts say the wind speed that day was 30 kilometers per hour, and this object was flying against the wind. The object going back into the water, splitting into 2 pieces, and then disappearing in the blink of an eye, are all signs that this is not something out of the ordinary. After an investigation by government officials, it was concluded that it was indeed an unidentified flying object like UFO. This have been not happened for the first time that UFOs have been seen, but in the past people have seen unidentified objects. Their existence is a sign that there is a life form somewhere out of our planet. They are more advanced than us. In an interview with an Australian news channel, the US Navy admitted that they often saw unidentified objects during the flight. Their speed is so fast that even fighter jets cannot compete with them. A pilot said that these objects can fly at 20,000 kilometers per hour or more, while the world's fastest aircraft is the X-15, which can reach a maximum speed of 7,300 kilometers per hour. In the heat signature of the video you just watched, the temperature of the UFO was noted to be only 104 degrees. Till now we have not been able to invent a machine that can fly without heat. Its temperature is literally room temperature, which is really strange, because the electric throne also generates some heat. Let's also let you know that the UFO split was not seen only once. On July 14, 2015, during the occasion of American Independence Day, as it's very common to have fireworks on the occasion of independence, that is why his eyes were on the sky, and suddenly he saw that a shining object was moving very slowly in the sky. After 6 minutes, that unidentified object splits into 2 parts. Thereafter he got shocked by seeing the object coming down and again splitting itself. It splits 3 times within 8 minutes in front of him, and after that, it disappears from his sight forever. He took the video to the nearby military base and weather department, but no one had any information about this object. They examined it, but failed to find any evidence of any kind of editing in it. They also compared these objects with birds, drones, and any aircraft or plane. But experts say that due to regulations in the US, drones can't fly so high, and there is no permission to install light reflection material in the body of the plane. It's not even a meteorite because it stayed for a long time period in the same position in the sky, whereas meteorites pass in front of the eye in less than a sec. If this object is none of these, it would not be wrong to call it an unidentified flying UFO object at all. The topic of UFO and aliens has always been debated. At first, it was seen only as science fiction, but now for the first time, the US has officially admitted that UFO exist. A second UFO video released by the Pentagon was also recorded by a thermal camera on a military plane. As compared to the other objects, this round-shaped object was flying much higher than others. During the flight, many times it changes its position, sometimes tilts itself, and sometimes starts rotating. During investigation and video, forensic experts cannot relate this object with anything that exists on Earth, so that's why they declared it UFO. When it comes to UFO, how can aliens not be mentioned? NASA has found many planets where the effects of life are found, but it is not necessary that the ones we call aliens are like us. have the same features, and need oxygen and water to live as we do. There is also a theory that life on Earth is due to water and oxygen. Plants and trees are classic examples of this theory. They require water and oxygen as well as carbon dioxide. Plants convert carbon dioxide into carbohydrates, energy with the help of sunlight. There we have the best example of plants. So we think that it's not possible to live on other planets. In fact, it has its own ecosystem in which different creatures live. So we came to the conclusion that, if the UFO and aliens are real, why we haven't found solid proof of life on the other planets, even though we discovered the galaxy millions of light years away. This question remains unanswered. Are these all conspiracies? Let me know in the comment section what you think about this. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in another fascinating video.